Hey, what's up? This is the Just podcast. And I don't have anything planned for today. But that's okay. To be honest, I actually did have a couple things written down that I wanted to talk about. You know, a couple things that really get me riled up. But, I don't know. I was feeling a little bummed. Well, I was going to do the podcast over the weekend. But then I didn't have as much time as I thought. So I was ramped up, and then I'm trying to hang out with my mom and my girl. Because I was thinking about doing the podcast. And I'm just taking out, I've got all this energy that I built up for the podcast, and I'm just unleashing it on them. And they're just not ready for that. They're not trained to handle this mess. And I was really excited to talk about the things I wrote down. But you know what? I'm deciding just now that's not my mood. So today is Monday. Maybe that's why I'm feeling a little bummed out. But yeah, since it's Monday, that means I didn't do a podcast last week, so I'll be doing 2 this week. So I'll save those topics for later. Ain't no rush. They're not going anywhere. But yeah, man. I was just thinking, I've learned how to hone in on a rant. I know how to get upset at something and talk about it. Sure, I'm not that great at it, but today I just want to talk about things that I like. I've done that before, but today I just really want to focus on the good and the positive. Because while positive and negative balance each other out, you know, good creates evil and evil creates good. You know, that yin yang. I think the last couple podcasts I've done, I've just been ranting about stuff. So I think it's time for a change of pace. So today, let's rant about things I love. Huh? What do you think? Sounds like a good idea to me. You know what I really love? A lot of things, but one thing that stands out is clothes. Yeah, it's kind of lame. I guess it used to be gay to be into clothes, but now it's like, oh, you must like rap music. Yes, I do like rap music, but I don't know. It's just very physical. I almost want to say visceral. Because it's undeniable. Just the colors, the textures, and the shape. Clothing is a spectacle, you know? I don't have to be from your area or understand your culture. I can fly across the world and visit Japan. And there's a whole new vibe out there, you know? Just everyone's still dressing differently. It's not like everyone's wearing the same thing. But there's just like a different tone to everything, you know? Over there you go out and people are dressing up just to walk down the streets. If you come out here to Boston, you walk down the streets, most people are just wearing sweatpants, yoga pants. Most people are bumming it. You know, nothing wrong with that, but I don't know. I feel like we should look a little more presentable, even if we're just going out. Like back in the day, they used to dress up and wear suits just to get on an airplane, you know? Flying used to be a formal and classy thing. Now it's just, is it because it's so cheap? Flying ain't cheap. I still hate having to pay for it because it costs so much. So I don't think that's it. But it is accessible. Everyone flies nowadays. It's almost expected of you. And so people are so used to it, they just show up in their PJs. They don't shower, they got their greasy hair, bedhead, and sweatpants with cum stains on it. It's disgusting. Like, can't you at least put on freshly washed clothes? If you're gonna get on a plane, you gotta take a shower and put on fresh clothes. Wear sweatpants if you want. That's what I do. I wear like a warm but breathable pant. So like, usually it's like long pants. I'll wear like an athletic pant. Pant. Not pants. Pant. And then I wear like a really airy athletic t-shirt. Because I sweat a lot. I'm not playing any sports here, but I need to be prepared for the sweat. So I wear athletic pants, athletic t-shirt. And then I wear like a nice warm hoodie that I can take off and use as a blanket. Because you never know what the plane's going to be like. If you don't turn that little jet on, it's warm as fuck. But as soon as you turn it on a little bit, the plane is just freezing. A little stream of cold air will do a lot, man. I'll go from being like super stuffy and warm. Like, when you're so warm that you get angry? It almost gives you a headache. I'll go from that state. I'll turn on that little fan on low. And just 5 minutes later, now I'm cold. I went from being angry because I was so warm. Now I'm angry because I'm cold. Like, what the fuck? Why is it so cold? I was just hot 5 minutes ago. Who did this? This is unacceptable. Calling the wait staff. Hey, wait staff. Who did this? Why is it so goddamn cold? Well, I'm sorry, sir, but you do have your air vent on. Don't give me that shit. I've been playing with the air vent all day. All the past 5 minutes. But it's felt like all day. Don't question me now. Am I complaining about things? I am complaining about things. Let me get back on track. Like, it's not that hard. If your sweatpants have holes in them, maybe buy some new ones? I don't know. And that's why I love clothes. Like, I don't even need to wear crazy flowers and patterns and bright colors. Like, you do not need to wear standout shit to be standout. You can wear just clean, solid colors and coordinate them well, You proportion the colors. Make sure your clothes are ironed. Don't just pull them out of a hamper. It looks like you threw on dirty clothes. Get your shit together. Get you one of these little personal steamers. I got mine on Amazon for $15. You just put a cup of water in it, plug it in. It starts boiling within 5 minutes. You tell me you don't have 10 minutes before you leave? Come on. Just steam your shirt and pants. It's really quick. Then you won't look like such a bum. That's why I like clothes. Call me gay for liking clothes? You'd be right. But only a little bit. I don't like clothes because I'm gay. I like clothes because they have such an instant impact. It's undeniable. Like, yeah, you could put on some crazy fucking bright, obnoxious-ass Jordan sneakers. Buy some Balmain jeans. You could just really ball out and throw on shit. You can make a whole outfit of shit that is expensive, and so that people know it. You can dress so that you walk around and people think you have money. Often, I find those people don't have a lot of money, but hey, I don't live in Hollywood or something. I've lived on, like, college campuses and spent time walking around Boston. Those are the places you see people with, like, a Gucci hat and a Gucci t-shirt. And they don't have that much else in their closet. Like, do you even own a suit? If you have to go to a wedding, are you wearing that Gucci t-shirt? I love fashion, but that doesn't mean I support you buying a fucking $100 t-shirt. Come on now. Do you not remember that Macklemore song? Thrift shop, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hit up the Goodwill, go to Savers. Get some secondhand clothes. I don't know. Ask your parents. Do they have any hand-me-downs for you? That's where you find the dopest shit. I've got like nice shirts and ties for my dad. And I've got like a light windbreaker type of jacket that I got from him. That is my favorite shit. I literally call it my dad jacket. One, because it came from my dad, but two, because it looks like a fucking dad jacket. I put that jacket on and it feels like I immediately become 20 years older. No, I am not Raj, the 28-year-old boy. I am Raj, the 48-year-old man. See? And it feels appropriate. Like when I sit around home all day and I'm just wearing an undershirt and sweatpants, like I feel weak. I feel like a fucking bum. Like I do right now. But then I get dressed up to go out to dinner or, just go out. I put on some pants. Even just jeans, just putting on pants. Makes you feel more like a human. Put a nice button-down shirt. You're good to go. It's like putting on a suit, It just changes your persona. Like when you put on dress clothes and you get ready for an event, you feel special. And you feel like you look special. When other people see you, it triggers an emotion, They feel something. And then when you put that on, you feel something. So you're getting a benefit from dressing yourself up. And other people are getting a benefit. They're like, wow, you look great. So awesome. I'm happy for you. Look at you, looking good. Have you been working out? No, actually, I've put on 10 pounds. But this nice suit sure hides it well, huh? And again, that's why I love clothing. I do spend a little much. I love, you guys know I love Teddy Fresh. Shout outs to Teddy Fresh. Use promo code RAWJEST at checkout for free shipping on your next order. And yeah, you guys know I love them. Of course they wouldn't sponsor the podcast. But I still pretend they do. One, because I think it's funny. Yeah, the joke's a little old, but fuck you. I still think it's funny. But two, also, that's an actual goal of mine. I do support that brand and what they stand for. Shoutouts to Ela and Ethan Klein. H3, baby! To be honest, I don't really watch their podcasts all the time anymore. But it's not, I don't know. You know what? It's because I heard them say this thing. Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but I heard them say this thing. And I just didn't like that. So I just can't watch that show anymore. I just can't support that. No, it's nothing like that. That's some bullshit. I don't know. Even my favorite shows, like the Bill Burr podcast, I think I'd never stop listening to that. But I've got shit to do, man. I used to keep up with 3 or 4 different podcasts and watch every episode. I cannot do that anymore. That was back when I was single. And I hardly had to work. Now I've got me a real job. And a lady friend. So time is scarce. So it's all about, there's always time for things, but you just have to use it right. You got to optimize your time. Also, I think I'm going to quit playing Mario 64. I love that game, Thinking of things I love Mario. But it's just something I want to do all the time. And even just playing a little bit here and there, I haven't really gotten any better at the game. I've gotten a little better, but I've hit a point of diminishing returns. Honestly, a time when I really felt myself get better at the game was when I stopped playing it. I just left all my shit at home while I went to New Hampshire for a week. And when I came back, it's like my brain was just processing things faster. I was going for walks, I was getting outside, getting that sweet vitamin D from the sun. When I came back and sat in front of a TV for the first time in a while, I just had this newfound focus. And also, I don't even think it's about getting... I don't even play Mario necessarily to get better. I mean, I do. Yeah, I do. That was a lie. I'm lying to you. But, I mean, I've learned what I've wanted to learn about it, for the most part. I can now watch all the speedruns and I can understand what's going on. And beyond that, it really does just take up a lot of my time, so I think I might just stop. I'm sure, I mean, you never really stop these things. I'm sure I'll play a little bit here and there. But I'm just done watching Mario streams and all that, because it does take a lot of time from you. I can't even remember the last time I sat down to read a book. And I've bought how many books this year? At least 3, I'll tell you that. The year's already almost over. I don't think I've started any of them. Yeah, man, I love Mario, but you gotta let it go. You know what they say. If you love Mario, let him go. I think that's what they say, right? Yeah. But something I'm not gonna let go of is my interest in clothing. Yeah, maybe I can stop buying clothing from Teddy Fresh. That'll help my pockets. And I'm trying to move out here. I need some extra money. If I'm already struggling to save any money while living at home, I'm gonna be fucked when I move out. I'll be living in a tiny shithole. Life will be much more difficult. And I'll have less money to spend and save. It's not gonna be good. I gotta get ready for that. But you know what? I love it. Because that's what we're here to talk about today. Things I love. And while that may not seem like a good thing, I actually do love that. I need pressure. I need a challenge. And I don't think that's just me. I think everyone needs pressure and challenges. That's why when kids in school aren't getting challenged, they just fucking screw around and start doing drugs and stuff. I mean, what else are you going to do? Every adult in your life tells you this is all that matters. And when you don't even have to try to do well in it, what does that fucking send? What message does that send to the kid? Life is easy. I don't even have to try. Damn. I sure hope I don't send that message to my kids. I'm sure I will. I'm an idiot too. Don't get me wrong. I don't think I'm better than you. I'm sure I'll have fucked up kids as well. Hopefully not as fucked up as yours, though. Sheesh. What the fuck was I talking about? Love. Oh, yes. Love is the answer. I don't know if you knew that. A great man told me that, named God. Because I don't know if you've ever done any sort of psychedelics. Maybe you've watched your friends take them. They'll tell you. Anyone who does psychedelics comes out of it with that message. Unless you're a sociopath. If you gave Donald Trump shrooms, I don't think you'd come out of it thinking love is the answer. I think you'd be more of a sociopath. And have more narcissist problems. Problems with narcissism. But 99% of people, they come out of it with the message of positivity. Like I was trying to touch on before, that there's good, there's evil, there's positive, there's negative. They both create each other. But that doesn't mean you should just not worry about putting out negative energy. Because then you do attract it, If you have the choice to say something positive or say something negative, why not say something positive? Why would you say something negative? To get what you want? You can get what you want by saying something positive, too. Plus, you're being encouraging, which is only going to inspire other people. You know, I hesitate to say it, but you can't do no wrong with a positive attitude. And an open mind, too. Because, hey, I mean, Hitler was positive, right? That motherfucker thought he was doing the right thing. Everyone believed him. You know? I'm not saying this logic is perfect here. But positive energy is always better than negative. That's just a fact. You don't have to worry about creating negative energy because it's always out there. Why would you focus on creating it? That doesn't make any sense. Creating good energy will naturally have negative out there. You know, you make mistakes. You might accidentally offend someone. But as long as we're being positive and productive about it, and not just screaming and yelling at each other, then there's hope for us. We can figure things out. You know, things in the world ain't looking so good. Environmentally, politically. Things are heated. If you haven't noticed. I feel like when I talk to my friends, most people aren't optimistic about it. I understand why. Maybe it's not likely we'll get our shit together and figure this all out, but it's definitely possible. If you don't think it's plausible for humanity to turn itself around and really keep going, if you really just think we're going to wipe ourselves out, I feel bad for you, man. Have some hope. Otherwise, there really is no reason to go on. You might as well just end it. That's fucking dumb. Don't be that guy. People love each other, which is crazy. Yeah, sure, you might have those people that you really fucking hate, but you can meet someone on the street or in a restaurant, at a bar, I don't care where. You can meet some random person, talk to them for 15 minutes, and never see them again. And you guys can have such a positive impact on each other. You can literally change each other's lives just by talking. For some reason, the weakest ties you have with people can have the most influence on you. This is something I'd mentioned before, maybe like a year ago or two. I read it in this book, The Defining Decade, that my girl gave to me. And it talks about the strength of weak ties, which is very accurate. For some reason, you can be comfortable with some person you just met on the train. Tell them all your dark secrets. Tell them how you murdered a man. And that's freeing because you don't have to worry about them, you know? They'll be on their way. And so will you. And then hopefully you can move on after that. Figure that shit out, man. If you killed someone and you can't figure that out, hopefully you don't kill anyone else. I can't imagine what it's like to have all that pent up energy just tearing away at you. I'm fucking glad I haven't killed anyone. I used to always say, you know, that's something I want to do. Why not? I feel like everyone should kill someone before before their time comes. You know, just to experience it. Know what it's like. Even as a kid, like I said that as a kid because it's clearly a joke. But there's like that truth to it. You see it in movies. Like this badass secret agent is always like some tortured soul. It's like, yeah, it would fucking suck to have to deal with that on your conscience. But hey, it'd make you hard. You guys know death turns me on. Gotta get hard, son. What was I talking about? I don't know. I don't even smoke anymore, guys. Oh yeah, it's been at least over a month since I stopped smoking. I've been eating edibles. Not today though. I haven't had any yet today. Actually, I'm running low on edibles too. I just got some gummy trays, some silicone molds. I just got some. Yeah, I got these trays to make gummies. You know, Amazon's got everything. So hopefully I can meet up with my friend and he'll let me use his kitchen so I can try and make some weed gummies. Because trying to eat edibles, oh my gosh. I've been eating these cupcakes and these brownies. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love dessert. But feeling like I have to eat dessert every day is not what I wanted. I guess it's less damaging to my body than smoke. You know, a joint will kill me faster than a brownie, but the brownie still ain't good for me. Maybe I'll live longer, but I feel like no, they're both pretty horrible deaths. Dying of lung cancer or dying from colon cancer because you eat too much sugar. It's all cancer either way. I don't want that shit. You know what? I was watching the JRE today too. It was Robert Kearney and he's talking about how he got testicular cancer. And that shit fucking terrifies me. I was listening to it, and then all of a sudden I could like feel my balls. Normally my nuts are just sitting there hanging out, minding their own business, but just because he had me worried, I was like, oh no, I feel something in my nut. Is that a fucking tumor forming? I fucking hope not. So, I got the CBD oil here. Let me take a couple drops. Mm. 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 Tastes like I just juiced a plant. It doesn't even taste like weed. Tastes like oily tea. Not in a good way. I don't know if any of you out there like oily tea, but I don't want to offend you. I don't like it. Oh, I don't even have my water. I can't drink anything. That was a mistake. Ugh. Whew. Actually, fuck it. You need water to do a podcast. I've got my reserve water. I have multiple reserve waters. I have 2 giant water bottles. Each are a half gallon. I've got the smaller one, 32 fluid ounces, half of those other ones. And then I've got a giant zero water filter. Like one of those tanks where it's got the spigot at the bottom. You just fill it up and then just push the button and it dumps water. Love spilling water all over myself and my carpet. I don't know what I was doing. I knew I had oil in my mouth and I didn't want to get it on the lip. So I like half drank the water and half waterfalled it. But I wasn't prepared for it, so it just fell all over myself. Yeah. So back to what I was talking about. Which was love. What else do I love? Welcome to Brainstorming Live with your host, Jest. I love clothes. That's something I'll spend a lot of money on. I love food. I'll spend a lot of money on food too. I just don't care. Like similar to with clothes, like if I know I can get a good experience by spending more on it, I'll fucking do it. So if I know there's a restaurant that's expensive but the food is amazing, fuck it, I don't care. Like, I don't even care if I have the money. I just want it. Food is very visceral as well, you know? You eat it, it literally changes the way you feel. You're putting it inside of you and taking its powers. So if you eat shitty food, you take you got the power of a garbage can. That's all you got. But yeah, I love food. But I mean, there's a lot of things I love that don't even cost money. I don't just love things that I can buy. So that's how the system got me. The system just always wants you to spend money, right? That's what marketing is. They're always just trying to play to your insecurities. Because if you're satisfied, then you don't need to buy anything. But if you feel like something could improve or something could be better, then hey, they've got an opportunity to sell you something. They're going to jump on it. They've got so many tools to measure how you move your mouse cursor. Your phone is tracking your eye movement. You can't avoid them. They're gonna fucking find you. And I love that too. Keeps me on my toes. You know? It's like the Pink Panther. I need a little Asian friend to jump out and attack me every once in a while. That's what Google is. Google is my Kato. My little Korean friend. You know, every now and then you think you're safe. Talking about Jeeps, because you saw one on the road. Then, Kato, a.k.a. Google, jumps out of nowhere going, "Hey man, I heard you were talking about Jeeps." "Oh, you motherfucker. Go away, Google." You see this damn thing? I should turn off my fucking phone when I do this podcast. God damn. Hey, that won't even stop it. You hear about this Pegasus spyware? So if you don't know, they found out that all iPhones and Mac products, they do have this Pegasus spyware. So everyone's like, "Oh, I like Apple because they're responsible for your privacy. They actually don't want to sell it to the government." Well, yeah, fuck that. Now we know. Before it was just speculation, but now we know and have proof that they're always recording. They're always listening to you. And even when you turn your phone off, that iPhone is recording your messages still and tracking your location. They're still collecting data from you when you turn that shit off. You can't avoid it. And that's why I'd like to say thank you. Thank you, Apple. And thank you, Google, for always keeping me on my toes. I'm never going to feel safe anyway. So thanks for the reminder of that. Appreciate you. And it looks like I'm over the time limit. I would end it right there, but I do want to end on a legitimately positive note. Because I am talking about love here. And I guess I'll just repeat what I said before, man. Be positive. It can only help you out. And even help out others. You know, we're all in this together. I feel like that's what they want you to... They don't want you to think that. Divide and conquer, right? You know, the more we're separated from each other, the easier it is to conquer us. The more likely it is that humans will fail or go extinct or whatever it may be. So just remember, you can't go wrong being positive. Unless you're Hitler. Alright guys, I'll leave you alone. Have wasted enough of your time. Listen to your mom. But listen to your heart. And go suck a dick. You never know what it'll do for you. So you.